Well, hey guys, it's Ted from Ted Lincoln's Fishing Life. Just got a little visit from the friendly officer from the FWC. I had everything I needed. You guys should always have your life jacket. You need an anchor rope. You need a fire extinguisher if you have internal tanks. I have external tanks, so you don't. But yeah, he's catching me up on what's going on with the fishing too. But yeah, here I am to do the recap for bites number, 34 through 43. This is the month of July on Instagram. I'm now posting the bite of the days individually on YouTube, so if you're following it that way, I post them on Instagram first, then do the recap here, and then now I'm putting them all on YouTube one at a time. But yeah, I'm gonna break down a little bit of what happened in each bite. We'll start with number 34, the otter fight. So this is actually early in the spring this year. Me and Mikey, Captain Mikey, aka Sawgrass Bassin, decided to go check out Rainbow River. It was one of those little late winter cold snap or late spring cold snaps. Pretty chilly morning, and I busted out the same finesse jig that I had in one of my other bite videos. And first spot we stopped at is a log that holds a lot of fish, always. And I throw back there, and I catch a fish. Get like a 2 or 3 pounder on the line right away, which is, you know, a lot of fun. Then all of a sudden the fish gets really heavy. I'm like, what the hell's going on? And then I see this otter's head pop up, and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. And he wouldn't let go. Me and this otter battled for this fish for over a minute, or about a minute. It's about how long the bite clip is. I ended up winning the fight, but I had to get right up close to him. I started coming in with a trolling motor. You'll see it in this video. Here it is, check it out. Bite number 34, Ted versus otter. Yeah, he's wrapped up. He hit it as soon as, wait, look, what's going on? Otter's got it. Got it.
Got him. That's why I'm like, that's a big fish. An otter is trying to steal it.
Give me back that fish. He's strong.
He still got it.
He let go. Poor fish. Got his tail. He wouldn't let it go. I've never seen anything like that. Crazy. Poor bass. Yeah, so how crazy is that, having to fight an otter for your bass? He did get a pretty good chunk of the bass's tail, I think, trying to hold on. But I'm pretty sure that bass survived. If not, the otter probably came back and got him. So, you know, circle of life style stuff. I just didn't want to have to fight an otter if he got the hook in him. So that's why I was fighting him. I would have gladly let him have the fish if I could have gotten the hook out. But yeah, it worked out best for everyone, I hope. So yeah, next is bite number 35. This is up in Lake City, up just north of Gainesville, about an hour. It's this little lake, Alligator Lake. I was visiting a friend doing some work actually for her and some carpentry. And I brought my boat, and I would go fishing in the mornings and the afternoons, and I was having a good day frog fishing, and it's got a ton of hydrilla. It is packed with hydrilla. And I was just kind of trolling motor around back to this back corner of the lake that I had never been to, and I see this bass just exploding on little bait fish in this hole in the hydrilla like 20 feet in front of me. So I just pitched the frog right in that hole, and I don't know, you call it target pitching frog fishing? I don't know. It was pretty cool though to see it throw it catch it all in like less than 30 seconds of first seeing it. So here it is, bite number 35 at Alligator Lake in Lake City. That was awesome. So yeah, it wasn't a big bass in that hydrilla hole. It was just kind of a cool bite, so I figured I'd throw that in here. So next is the two-parter, number 36 and 37. Well, I gotta backtrack here. I've been a fan of jerkbaits pretty much since I started fishing. Back in the day when I was a kid, I had two fishing rods. I had my bait caster, which had a culprit moccasin colored worm. And then I had a spinning rod that had a gold Rapala jerkbait on it. And that's what I used almost everywhere we went, and that was just my combo. But I'd kind of gotten away from the jerkbait and recently found some really nice Lucky Craft stuff on sale at, Ollie's discount store. Great place to find great baits for discounted prices. And I got this deep diving one, and I had been graphing some fish really deep in this private lake that I have kept the roundabout in during all of this crazy time we're in. I can escape social distance myself on this little roundabout on this little lake. And I was kind of going between spots, and I just caught like a 1.5 pounder and was still moving, and I had just took a cast, just turned on the trolling motor and got the bait to depth, and it just loaded up. And this is on a Lucky Craft Stacy 90 version 2, and I knew I had something big. It just started pulling drag, and I decided that this fight, I'd put it almost, this is still an edited version in 2 parts over 2 minutes. It's about a 3.5 minute fight altogether. I'll actually put the entire fight at the end of this video if you want to watch it from cast to catch and the weigh in. I'll edit the longer version so you guys can see it. But this was the longest, biggest bass I've ever caught, but not the heaviest. It was 26.5 inches, but I think the final weight that it got on the scale was 9 pounds 10 ounces. But man, battling it on the lighter, more moderate rod. Luckily I had changed the hooks to the KVD triple grips, and man, it just watch it. Here's both of them, parts 1 and 2, number 36 and 37, bite of the day. The Lucky Craft Stacy 90 and my 9 pound 10 ounce bass. Oh God. This is huge. the longest fish I've ever seen. So yeah, that was by far the longest bass and largest bass that I ever caught. She was at her summer weight, you know, high metabolism. If I caught her after she'd eaten a couple more bluegill, probably would have been my personal best. But as it was, she's just under. My personal best is 10-12 and was 24.5 inches, and she was, you know, 26.5 inches, only 9-10. So. But man, that was one of the best fights I've ever had. Just open water, no structure, just pulling. You can hear the drag in that video. It was crazy. But so next we have the bluegill wake bait. It's the Spro BB1, I forget, baby. It's a small Spro wake bait shad. It was in the morning and I saw these bass pushing up on this bank where the bluegill were spawning, and so later that evening I went back to that bank. I didn't get any in the morning, but I could see them, and I went back and I second cast with the wake bait, got this one. Here you go, check it out. Bite number 38, the Spro wake bait and killer gill. Little guy got it. He's not solo, just smacked it lightly. You've been eating bluegill. Yeah, I can tell. Yeah, bite number 39 is my local lake, the one I grew up fishing, Noonan's Lake. Tough lake to fish, and I had my buddy Foy, former roommates, mountain bike teammates, traveled all around the country together. Awesome guy, one of my best friends, but he happens to work for Shimano, but Shimano Bike, up in Nashville, or not Nashville, in Chattanooga, which I need to go visit him and fish Lake Chickamauga with him. But I had him for one morning for a few hours. Snuck him out there and tried to get him on a fish. He lost one, a good one on a frog, but I got this one on that same Strike King frog that I had from the bite video with Amy. The Hack Attack pad perch, awesome for heavy pads. And the key at this point, when I was fishing there, was finding that blown-in duckweed next to the lily pads. And I had caught a few that way earlier that week, and sure enough, they were still on that pattern. Here you go. Bite number 39, fishing with Foy, Noonan's Lake. Hey Foy, you're in Florida.
Well.
Yeah, that's a big fish, whatever it is. Might be a mudfish though. Can't tell yet. No, that's a bass.
Is it?
Yeah.
Whoa, yeah it is. Holy hell. Nice.
Here, just hold on. So yeah, it's great to see Foy. Next time we got to get him actually to get the fish in the boat. We just didn't have enough time that day to keep fishing. We only had a couple hours. He had to get back on the road, work for Shimano. So next up is bite number 40, the good old sluggo. And also I wanted to put a video to prove that I do use spinning gear. I actually use it a lot, just haven't put a lot in the videos yet, but I am a huge fan of the sluggo, which predates the Cinco and predates even the Zoom Super Fluke, at least for me. And I think a lot of people have forgotten about this bait. I know not everybody has. Was it the Bass Resources did a whole video on the sluggo recently, and awesome video, you should check it out. But here I am, I'm using it as a topwater spinning rod with braid so you can twitch it really light, and this bass just nailed it. This is in the backwaters of Orange Lake, super dark water, super dark fish even, but the good old sluggo, bite number 40. Check it out. Probably mudfish. No, that's a bass. Bass. Woo-hoo. Come on out of those weeds. So yeah, the good old sluggo, man, it's hard to beat. I almost always have one, at least in the boat, maybe not tied on yet, but it's round. I don't travel without them or fish without them. So bite number 41. If you've been watching my bite of the day videos, you know that I fish a frog a lot. It wasn't always that way. This fish was probably the fish that put me over the edge, and actually I went out and bought a frog rod just for frogs after this. This is last spring. Throwing, which is still my favorite frog, the Booyah Baits Pad Crasher in Old Smoky. It's, you know, it never fails. I think I have it tied on right now. Yep. There it is. Still on there. Always got it with me. But this was an open hydrilla patch in Orange Lake, and yeah. A 7-pound, 13-ounce bass will pretty much convince you that you should keep doing what you're doing. Here it is, bite number 41, frog fishing in Orange Lake. There we go. That's a good one. Oh, there. Oh, there we go. Look at that. There we go. Oh, oh yeah. Woohoo. Best frog fish yet, 7-pounder. Whew. So yeah, that day was incredible. I caught maybe 5 more fish on the frog, and then the next day I went back and I caught something like 30 fish. Not all on a frog, but about 10 of them were on a frog. A bunch of them were on a Ned rig too, crazy enough. But yeah, that set me down the path on becoming a frog fishing guy. Next up is bite number 42. So I'm going backwards here. I'm back on Noonan's Lake. It's the lake I grew up fishing. throwing a lure I grew up fishing, and probably many of you did too. The Head torpedo, actually the baby torpedo, which I feel is like the best one of the torpedoes. And I'd been throwing frogs, punching kinky beavers, no bites, and I saw some shad being chased, so I tied on the torpedo. Boom, got this fish, check it out. Bite number 42, the baby torpedo. There we go. It's about time. There we go, look at that. All right, here's the last one for July. This is right at the end of July. This is actually the day before I filmed it. I edited this. This is bite number 43 of the Bite of the Day series. I am on the local private lake on my roundabout, and I had seen bass pushing up bluegill, like I said, in this one spot and before this trip. And so I got up to this area quietly and took this bomb cast into this open hole behind all the lily pads by what was left of an old dock. And this is in like 10 inches of water. And I twitched that thing maybe 2 times. And this 5 pounds, 15 ounce bass just blew up on it. And this is middle of summer, 91 degree water, crazy. But if the fish are there, or the food for the bass to eat is there, the bass will be there. Even in the summer, they'll be in 10 inches of water, even if it's 90 degrees, if they have a chance to get a big meal. So here's the last bite of August, bite number of July. Bite number 43, same Booyah Baits, Pad Crasher, and Old Smoky. Check it out. There we go. So yeah, that's the roundup for the Bite of the Day for July, number 34 through 43, ending with that big frogfish. Man, I got a lot more good ones coming. If you've been watching on Instagram, you know, switched to twice a week. Doing the wrap up at the end of the month. It's a little late again, been super busy, and you know, it's hard to get time to sit down and record this and then edit everything. But look for each Bite of the Day coming out on YouTube on my channel, Ted Lincoln's Fishing Life. I need to get fishing. Look at this, the sun is setting, perfect calm, overcast day in middle of the summer. I'm gonna put on a buzz bait, see what I can do. Hopefully I get another video for you guys. That's it, I'm Ted. Take it easy, guys. I'm out. Oh God. This is huge. That's the longest fish I've ever seen. Oh my God. Wasn't coming off.